Okay, great. I'll call our meeting to order. The agenda has House Bill number 359. Municipally owned utilities may use accounting system accommodation for uncollectible customer indebtedness. I believe Senator Hill has an amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment would be to strike section 4, 5, and 6 and add a reverse repealer in place of section 7.
Okay, you've heard the amendment proposed motion. Any questions? If not, we have a motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. The amendment is adopted. Okay, now we'll be back on the bill again. And this will be the strike all as amended. And what I've asked is Senator Horn to come and explain what this bill will do.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And as you mentioned, this bill addresses undisputed or delinquent customer claims on accounts for utilities that are not subject to the Public Service Commission. This is a bill that's similar to one we passed last year in 2020, and it particularly focuses on doubtful claims. The bill passed 51-0 in the Senate and 118-0 in the House. However, the governor vetoed the measure. We then took the governor's recommendations, which, number one, he asked that we applied the measure to the entire state. This was restricted last year to one municipality. And we also restricted who's eligible for the adjustments that are mentioned in Section 1 of the bill that speak to three categories. The first category is that the issue of doubtful claims is something that, especially in this pandemic, a lot of cities are facing, but it originally was, the impetus for the bill was the city of Jackson, but it's statewide now, and it allows for an adjustment or addressing a disputed or a delinquent customer account that deals with either equipment failure or a process failure of a utility where bills that come out are inaccurate. In the case of this exception, the adjustment is only allowed to the extent that the customer did not receive the benefit of the utility service. The second activity that would be subject for some sort of an adjustment is natural or man-made disasters that are declared where there's a weather-related event, damage or extreme weather, declared disaster, emergency, mandatory evacuation, again, only to the extent that the customer did not receive the benefit of the utility service. And then the third area is low-income ratepayers whose overdue balance is deemed to be uncollectible, to allow that utility to set up an installment agreement and to allow the utility to use accounting procedures to move the remaining balance to an uncollectible or inactive category. That is, and then on line 51, the bill explicitly says that the program must provide that the accounting adjustments that are made under this paragraph do not result in forgiveness of uncollectible debts. And the next area of the bill, line beginning on line 54, line 57, sets up reporting requirements of any utility that uses this procedure that they provide twice a year a progress report to the Lieutenant Governor, the Speaker of the House, and the public utility staff. And it must detail the utility's revenue collections, the number of accounts that have been adjudged uncollectible, the number of accounts that are participating in the installment payment plans, the number of accounts that are overdue, percentages of customers who are classified as low income, and the effect of the program's utility revenue collection. There is the other recommendation of the governor was that He wanted to make sure that any sort of adjustment based on the third category would be that you would restrict the accounting procedures to households below 200% of the federal poverty guidelines. In addition, the bill gives cities that gives cities that participate in this program 3 years to sign up, after which their ability to sign up for the program goes away. And as you mentioned, there's a reverse repealer in the measure, so the bill will go to conference. I'd be happy to respond to any questions anyone might have, Mr. Chairman.
You've heard the explanation. Any questions? Senator Branning?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senator Horn, thank you for your explanation. My question relates to the term utility. Is this intended to include rural water systems that would be nonprofit corporations? I know they're not subject to as far as rates go, the Public Service Commission, but are they included in this?
It refers to any utility that is operated by a municipality.
Municipalities only?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion? Motion is title sufficient do pass, strike all as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you all. Next motion is rise and report.